Okay, now let's begin with the concept of what exactly is a website. See, first of all, why I'm actually taking the topic of website designing with WordPress. Before even I touch anything about marketing, anything about SEO, anything about social media, we haven't discussed anything at all. Then why I'm touching the subject of website designing first? Is there any technical reason for this? Selecting the web designing subject as a first option is the answer is yes. Why? Because you see the purpose of a website is what? To display the information, to sell the product to the target audience. That's the purpose of our website. So because if you want to do any digital marketing, either it is SEO, either it is PPC, either any topic it may be, okay? The purpose, the basement of our marketing is a website. For that reason, we are first going to understand, we are first going to learn about how to make a website. And in fact, if I tell you, you have to spend 60 hours to learn how to make a website. That's the time it takes. 60 hours or minimal it is 45 hours. Okay, so 45 to 60 hours someone has to spend to learn what is a website. So you say, sir, are you kidding me? I have to learn website designing for 60 hours, then I have to spend time on digital marketing. And also you are not here to become a web designer, you don't want to become a web designer. So for that reason I'm going to cover in a very short and a very simple manner what exactly is WordPress and how this is an amazing tool to create a website of your choice. Because at the end of our course, we will also study about how to make money, how to do freelancing, how to do affiliate marketing. In all of these topics, you must have the knowledge of website designing. You must able to do a website yourself. For that reason, I am actually covering the first module of our curriculum as website designing with WordPress. So what is website designing with WordPress? Let us leave the first part. Let us leave this part as of now. Let us forget about WordPress. Let us concentrate only on the website. Just let us understand what is a website, how we make a website, what is the fundamental requirements of the website, so that first we will understand the concept of a website. So now see, I'm not going into a much definition point of view. I'm just giving you a slide like what is a website. See, I will not read out the definition for you. I will explain you in a very simple terms. See, what is a website? In other, in simple terms, we can say a website is nothing but it is the main element between you and your customer. Assume that you opened an offline store. You open an offline store. Suppose you have opened a shopping mall, okay, a small shopping mall. So what is the interface between you and the customer is the shop. That is, the shop must be attractive. The shop must be pleasant. The shop must be located in the best place in the market. Then you get a lot of customers and you make a lot of business. Am I right? So in the same way, we can say today a website is nothing but your digital shop. Okay, the website is nothing but your actual office. In fact, reality is, see, I'm not in my office. I'm at my home. Okay, so if you just think about how did you guys connect to me? How did you guys know about me? So you will say, sir, we don't know. We have never seen you. We have never met you. But why we are learning subject from you is we have saw your website. We saw your content. Because of that, we are actually learning the class from you. So this is the power of a website, which is in simple terms, today everything has become online. And most probably next 5 to 10 years to go in India, most of the services are going to be completely converted into an online service. So that's the reason why we should know about the website. We should understand how the website is made up of, so that in later cases we will get a better way of communicating with your audience, and we can do better marketing as well. And one more thing is, you see, in terms of general guidelines, okay, just give me a few seconds. Okay, so now you see, generally, if you are starting a shop, if you are starting a shop somewhere in the market, so what you will look at is, you will look at this some activities you will look at. What are the activities you will look at? You will first think about where is the shop located. Is it in a perfect place or not? Then you will see whether this is user friendly or not. Whether the user has to walk the stairs and come to the first floor, or is it in the ground floor. Then you will see, is your decoration of the shop good or bad? Because the customer, when he comes in, see, in the today's market, जो दिखता है वही बिकता है. Okay, in simple terms, whatever you show in a very nice catchy way to your target audience, only that people are going to buy. That's the most important thing in the world of business. It's like any business. Is it a shopping? Is it a laptop? Whatever it is, in offline it is all about जो दिखता है वही बिकता है. So in a website also we must make sure that we have the ability to create a website which is user friendly and also it is very appealing. Just give me a few seconds. I'm actually getting some cough because of some weather change here. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, so here I was telling you about how the website must be. It must be user friendly. It must be appealing. There are many more factors about that, which we are going to discuss further as we move on in our topic. Is it clear? Okay, one question from Ranganath. See, all these presentations will be given to you. The whole video class recording is also given to you. So that next day, tomorrow, you can also watch the video. You will also have this presentation. No need to note down anything. Okay, now let us move on to the next topic of our discussion. That is, if, okay, you may say, sir, I have a plan. Nowadays, we are getting more entrepreneurs than, people who want to do a job. That's the reality of the today's market where people are not, even the youngsters, they're not really bothered about a job. What they are thinking is like, if I do a job, I may get 20,000 per month, 30,000 per month. And they feel like, I think that's not what my potential is. So nowadays, in the market, how it is going, that every youngster, every college graduate, especially if you have been graduated from the biggest colleges like IITs and triple ITs and NITs, if you graduate from an MBA college as well, from big colleges, your major goal in life is not a job. Okay, what you're thinking is, I want to do something with uniqueness so that I can able to capture the market, I can able to get the market. So if you feel that, yes sir, I have ability, my plan is I want to start a website about a specific product which I get at a very low cost, I can sell it at a very best price in online. That's my idea. Or you say that, sir, I would like to start a services. For example, I'm already, I'm learning this digital marketing because after learning this, I want to offer these services to our clients. That is, I locate in an area where marketing companies are not there. Suppose you stay in a, semi-urban, not too much, metro base. It's just growing up area, and your plan is to start the digital marketing services in that area. So, for any reason, if you want to start a website, there are fundamental requirements. So what are the requirements are? Number one, you must first book a domain name. We are going to discuss what is a domain name. The first thing is what? We require a domain name. The second thing we require is we require a hosting server. I'll go into that detail. And third thing is we require the site with interlinked pages, which means to say, if you want to make a full-fledged running live website, the first thing I'm going to do is I need to register a domain name. So what is a domain name? What is generally a domain name? We will discuss about that. What is the value of domain name? How the domain name business works, okay? How we register a domain name, all that stuff we will discuss first. Then we will go to the concept of hosting. So I have a simple point now. Everyone are following the subject. Anyone have a question? Please ask. Okay, so I think if you, and one more thing, if you get any question, you can directly type it in the middle. So once I finish off my one single slide, then I will take your questions as well. Okay, perfect. Now, let us go ahead with the what is a domain name, how and where do we book a domain name. See, in simple terms, I can tell you, domain name is nothing but your address. Your address in the sense, in fact, if you take an example, if you want to start your own business, offline business, suppose you want to start a cloth shop, okay, or you want to start a jewelry shop, you want to start anything, the first thing you will do is you will register your shop. First, what you do, you go to the area where there is a rent, or is it on lease, or is it on sale, whatever it is. The first thing you will do is you will do an agreement with the owner of that particular shop, saying that this shop I want for a rent for a duration of so and so, correct? Now, in the same way, in the online world, that registration, that unique, your address, your company address, the way you have in offline, it is basically called as a domain name. And generally, you already know what's the domain name format is. It's like http:// dot something dot something. Now, what is that something dot something? I will explain you in a very detailed way. Okay. So now you see, first of all, let me take you, because you are I'm assuming that most of you are beginners, okay? So I'm just taking you from the basic level, okay? So here you see, when I want to register a domain name, first of all, see, the general format of the domain name is like this, okay? Right, so this is a general domain format. So here you have to remember the domain name, what I'm actually typing on the top, is divided into 3 areas, okay? Sorry, 4 areas. The first area of our domain name is this one. Okay, the second area is www, and the third area is ABC. Okay, you may say, sir, what is this exactly? So this is nothing but it's called as protocol. Okay, and the second area is called as alias. Alias means you can keep it or you can remove it. That's not a problem. This is the actual name of our company, name of our business, or any keyword also you can use there. And this fourth element is called as extension. So let me clarify again. The first part of a domain name, when you register, it's a HTTP:// okay, // which is called as protocol. You may say, sir, is there any other type of protocol? Yes, there is another type of protocol also. This is a communication system where it is called as HTTPS, and this protocol is a secure protocol. Use it for e-com and other bank websites. Anything is used for security. This is used for security purpose. And see, www dot, this is not really important. It's just your choice. If you want to keep that in the domain name, you can keep. If you want to remove, you can remove. It's not a big deal. But name of the business or keyword must be unique, and it must be your actual brand name or your actual target keyword. And the extension, again, this has lot of discussion. So I will explain you about this extension in a pretty much detail. So if you take an example of a non-secure and a secure, see here. Okay, have a look at this option. HTTP S, which means whatever you type in the Google search bar, okay, it cannot be hacked by any user. You know why? Any hacker. Why? Because all the queries you are entering in Google, they are secured by HTTPS. They are secured by HTTPS. And also, one more thing I can tell you, one more option I can tell you is that, okay, now see, let's go to webtrainings.in, our own website. Now you see, there is no HTTPS or anything, but it is all by default. We have to take it as HTTP. There is no HTTPS means what? It is HTTP. So there is no S. That is, I don't require security. Next we have www. This is up to your choice. See here. I'll type something like twitter.com. So you'll find that Twitter use HTTPS without www. See, there is any www in the URL. HTTPS:// there is no www. It is a choice of Twitter. See, we don't need to register 2 domain names. We don't need to register www.abc.com and abc.com. No, you just book your name. Alias is your choice. You want to keep an alias or you don't want to keep an alias. It's up to your choice. Okay, so that is the option we will select. And ABC is your name as per your company business, as per your company organization. You will select the ABC. And extension is nothing but this is about what type of business you are dealing with. Are you a college? Are you a lawyer? Are you a doctor? So extension will tell about what is your business purpose, what you are actually doing. So again, extensions are divided into 2 types. One is called as business extension, and another one is called as, one is business and another one is called as location extensions. Location extension means suppose .in, comma .co.uk and so on. And if you take business extensions, already you are aware, .com, .org and so on, like .edu, .gov, all of that will come under the business level extensions. Is it clear everyone about the parts of a domain name now? You're clear? So whenever you take a domain name, these are all things you have to consider. And remember, the general rule of SEO is that whenever the .com is available, you have to book a .com. That's the general rule. Don't go with any .in or anything. If .com is available, that must be your first preference to book the domain name. Yes, please. Anyone have a question here? Please ask and I will clarify, and then I will move on to the next topic. Okay. Perfect. So Subramaniam has got the perfect, you got perfectly Subramaniam, the concept? Great, great. Yes, someone is raising hand. Yeah, Vijita, you can just ask a question on the right hand side window. I can see your hand is, you raise the hand. So you can ask your question. I'll clarify. Okay, all right. So this is a brief overview about the concept of the domain name. So now we would like to see, from where we book the domain name, where we take this name. See, as I told you, for you, the first thing is you have to book your shop. You have to book your place so that then you can start a shop. In the same way, the first thing you have to book is the name of your company, and that name of the company can be registered from some places. And what are those places? Is there are many places available on the World Wide Web, and every country will have their own websites as well. So here you see, this is where we can buy our domain names. For example, GoDaddy, the number one in the world. Big Rock, both India it has and even global it has. HostGator, even they have Indian edition and global edition. Then Name.com, it's a global company. Net4.in is mainly India-based company. So if you see, these are all the places from where I can able to buy the domain name. And also I will tell you one more important point I have missed here. Remember, the extension is also called as TLD. Okay, the extension is also called as TLD, which stands for top level domain. Please remember this point. TLD means top level domain. Now, what is top level domain means? Suppose if I want to register the name of our website, web training. So see here what I'm registering, www.webtrainings.in. Now see, in the extension, do we have two dots or one dot? Only one dot. See, dot in, which means the dot, this is the top level. That is dot in for India is the top level extension. Then we will have another name, STLD, SLD, which stands for, okay, sub level domain. Now what is sub level domain? It will be like this, www.webtrainings.co.in. Now what is the meaning of this double dot? It means that right now .in is the top level. So inside .in there is another domain, another extension. What is that? .co. So remember, in the market there are hundreds of extensions, or not even hundreds. Now we can say thousands of extensions have been created. So generally, it's preferable to take the top level domain, which is like .com, .org, .in, only one dot. Whereas if you have dot something, then it is called as a subdomain domain. So you can book either top level domain and sub-level domain. And can anyone tell me any extensions you are familiar with? Like generally, can you tell me just around 5 extensions you are familiar with, or 10 extensions you are familiar with? Yes, you can just type in your any extension you are familiar with, so I can understand. Okay, great. One student has added .edu, .info, .org. Yes, .gov, right? .co.il, .co.hk. Yes, correct. Any other? Yes, like you take .com, .org, there are many hundreds of extensions are there, correct? But all of the extensions which you are typing, they actually end up with something like .co, which means company, and or it will end with a country name. .in, it's a country. .cn, I think it's also a country domain extension, right? Right, Tamir, it's a country domain extension, I think. Yes. So if you take, these are all general, correct? Now I will tell you something very, very, very attractive and very interesting. What the World Wide Web organization, that is the World Wide Web, who make all the domain names and everything for the public, this organization have did something more than this. What they did is they created something new, and they said we are going to give you something based on the occupation of the person. You can book a domain name. So now we got new TLDs and SLDs. Okay. Now what is this TLDs and SLDs are? Something like based on topic, occupation, and many things, many things. Okay. We can now register the domain name. And I'll show you practically, then you will say, wow, this is really surprising. Now have a look at this. Now go to one of the topmost website, GoDaddy.com. Okay, that's one of the topmost globally. So go to in.godaddy.com. Great. Now I'll do one thing. I'll convert it to this many countries. GoDaddy is right now offering their services almost all over the world. Okay. Now what I do is, yeah, I'll take US. Fine. So that will go to the global edition. Now here I will type. So I want to just see what names are available with GoDaddy. So I want to book a domain name for this one, digital marketing teacher. Just I want to check out whether the names are available or not available. Hello everyone. Are you able to hear the voice clearly or any voice resound is happening? Okay, fine. So now let's see here. So what I will do is have a look at this. Okay, so digital marketing teacher, just click on search domain and you see there are so many extensions will be there now. Okay, so great thing is digitalmarketingteacher.com is available. We can book it for $2.99. Great. Now have a look at this. Now scroll down, you see, okay, digitalmarketingteacher.guru, digitalmarketingteacher.net, .co, .in, .com, .guru, .in, Asia, huge number. See, tips, .tips. Have you any time heard the domain .tips, .photography, .solutions? Okay, like this, there are some hundreds and thousands of extensions have been created, which we call as new TLDs. What we call them as new TLDs. So now you see, if you want to have a list of new TLDs, you just do a Google search. You get a website for that. New TLDs website. Okay, here. Yeah. So here, see, these are the new TLDs. .academy, .agency, .bargains, .bid. It's an unlimited list. Okay. There are 27 pages. In each page, there are 20 extensions. So there are 20 into 27. Did you got a point here? See, we used to book a domain like this, right? abc.com only, correct? But now the system says you can able to book a domain like, I see web trainings is academy. So simple domain is webtrainings.academy. Not .com, not .in. But remember, as of now, people may not remember that. People will get confused with the .com, .org, .net. So that's the reason these domains are not getting picked up, okay? And the people are not even showing interest in this. Why? Because they feel like, see, we have to just, person has to make an extra effort to remember. So why should we make our customer, confused? So that's the reason you see .land, .lighting, .limo, .link. You can't even believe that how many links are there, how many options are available. See, this domain is for plumbing. Meaning, if your company name is SK Plumbing, so you can book a domain skplumbing.com, right? If it is not available, now you can book a domain sk.plumbing. That's a domain name. Got a point here, everyone? So this is the new TLDs we have got in the market. That is for every topic we got an extension, but I don't think that as of now, customers are really going to be interested in that because it's confusing their own clients. So for that reason, I would not prefer it right now, but later maybe in future, once people get habituated to all this stuff, maybe at that time it is fine, it's okay. Clear, everyone? So this is the place from where we take the domain names. That is godaddy.com or bigrock.in, etc. We can take a domain name. Is it clear, everyone? So this is the discussion about the domain name. So how do we book a domain name? Very simple. You just need to add the domain into your cart and you need to go to checkout. That's simple, okay? Fairly simple. Now just go with, say I want to buy a GoDaddy domain, okay? So in fact, I was really interested to buy a domain name related to some Arabic teaching. So I wanted to start a new website. So yeah, so Arabic Institute. Go. I'll just show you a process, okay? Just I need to make a payment and that's it. I'm done. Now see, I book in Big Rock because all my accounts are on Big Rock. So arabicinstitute.net .in is not available. I think .com obviously would have been gone a long back. Okay, yeah. Arabicinstitute.com is available as premium domain, which is for $1,64,000. Sorry, 1,64,852 rupees is the cost. Okay, that you have to pay first to get this domain name. This is called as pre-booking. See another Arabic language institute.com, 2 lakh rupees. So someone else have booked the domain name and now they are charging you a very excessive amount. This is called as premium domaining. Okay, premium business. Fine. So now I'll take arabicinstitute.net, click add just to my shopping cart and say yes, I would like to go and see I'm getting a discount of 89. That's a great thing. I'm getting a big discount. Let's say checkout. I don't want any of this. So click no thanks, proceed to checkout. Right. So okay, there is a problem. The offer was present, but now that offer is not applicable. So this offer is not active at present. Okay, fine. So now see, I just click on proceed to payment. Okay, and then already this is my username and password. I can just say login, and then I make the payment, and I get the ownership of the domain name arabicinstitute.net. So this is the way. This is one of our client wants the domain name like that. So for that client, I will book on behalf of me. Is it clear? So this is the first step towards your, starting your journey towards digital marketing. If you want to start your business, if you want to do anything, so first go from a domain name perspective, and then you can move forward in the industry. Clear, everyone? Right. So this is all about the concept of the domain name. Now, I have one more important topic. You may say, sir, okay, can I do any business with the domain? Can I do business with domain registration? Can I make money with domain registration? Is it possible? So if you see, if you become a freelancer, if you want to work as a freelancer or a company, you get a lot of your clients who want to register a domain name, correct? You get a lot of clients who want to register a domain name. So what things you can do? How can you make money in this field? Is one option is there. What is the option is? Under domains, you see there is an option called as bulk domain registration. Now, say when you register multiple domains. Now, what is this bulk registration? Means you will already at one point you will pay for the company for this Big Rock. At a time you will pay for 50 domains. So they will give you this at a discounted price. All the domains at the discounted price. Now you can sell that domain to your clients at a different price, like a wholesale. Okay, you can get everything at one bulk, and then you will sell it in retail, one like that. So if you are really having good number of clients and you are getting started with lot of clients, then I would suggest you to go into this bulk domain registration, because you can make a lot of money with this option, and it's a yearly income. If you build one-time websites, if you build one-time clients, that client needs to register renewal every year. So that's a long-term business you will get from this option. Is it clear? So this is one simple suggestion I have for you. That is, by doing domain reselling, domain bulk registration and selling it retail, you can make some profit with the help of domain registration concept. Okay, so this is a topic about what is the process, what is the purpose of a domain name. So anyone have a question, please ask. I will clarify, and then I will move on to the next topic of our discussion. Let me save this document as well. Okay, all right. So I hope everyone has followed the complete discussion. Now I would like to ask few questions from anyone. Okay. See, this link will be shared mostly after maybe 12 to 15 hours of time. Sometimes I share it immediately within like say 3 to 4 hours. Sometimes it will be the next day as per our Indian time. Okay, Tamil. It will be like today we have today this is at 7:30 right now, 7:35 p.m. in India. So mostly I will try to upload by in next 4-5 hours. If not possible due to some schedule, then next day morning you will get the video. That's the procedure. Okay, everyone else in the class are clear up to now? See, you have to interact because remember, the only way you can learn the digital marketing is be interactive. Okay, if you just take it as a one-way discussion, that will not work out. Okay, it will be like I keep on explaining. Yes, actually, see, okay. Regarding video, once you finish the class, I'll tell you the whole process. Okay. If you get a doubt in video sharing, once you finish up, we'll go with. Okay. Any doubts related to the class now? Okay, I assume, see, if you don't give me any question, I assume everyone are clear. Okay, that's the logic. That's it. Fine. So let us go ahead with the next topic of our discussion. So what is the next topic of our discussion? It's about web hosting, because the second important part, the second important concept of discussion is the web hosting. Now you say, so what is web hosting? Why should I take web hosting now? Already I taken a domain name. Then what is this web hosting again on top of domain name? Okay, very simple. Assume that you have taken a shop, you have taken a space in a big shopping mall, you have taken a space by paying money to the owner. That you have got a advance payment, you got a shop. But tell me a point, can you start the business immediately? You'll say, no, we can't start. Now I have to arrange some racks. If you are starting a shopping mall, you have to arrange some racks. You have to arrange some hangers. You have to arrange so many things, stands and all that. Which means to keep your items, to keep your information, to keep your products, you require some amazing way of display. If you are starting a jewelry showroom, you require nice showcases so that if someone walk into your store with nice lighting and all that, he get attracted to the product and he will buy. In the same way, what is web hosting? Is in simple terms, web hosting is nothing but storage space on the live server. What is web hosting? It's a storage space on the live server. So you may say, sir, why we require this? Any reason for storage space? Yes, absolutely. Because if you take a name is nothing but just your registration. It doesn't have any use if you don't have a hosting. You can say, I will give you another easy example. You went to say, I'm talking about Indian Telecom. Okay, you went to an Airtel showroom. That's an Indian Telecom company. Already we know that. So you went to Airtel and you purchased a SIM card with a phone number. You got a SIM card. That's it. It's in your hand. Now you say you got a number. Now can I make a call to you? You say no, sir, because this SIM card will not work until we put it inside a device. Correct? So the same way, the domain name is also like a SIM card. It is a name. It's only a number. It's only a number. It has to be there inserted in a device. Then only your SIM card will function. The same way, when you have a hosting, when you have a domain name, so you have to attach. We have to attach the domain with hosting. Then only you will get a functional website, which means if someone open that, you will get the website. I'll give you one example so you get a clarity. I have ownership of one website. What is that website? Is digital digitaltraining.in. This is one of the website which I have owned. Okay. Now, if you open this website, digitaltraining.in or digitaltrainings.in is also my website only. Only I did a registration of the website. See, are you able to see anything in this output? You say server not found, which means domain is available. Which means domain is available, but the hosting is not available. Which means the hosting is nothing but the server area where your content, where your information, where your database, everything is stored. And this server space is very, very important for any project you do in the real time. So in the same way, you see we are having different types of phones. If suppose one customer say, I don't want any advanced features, I don't have budget. So you say, okay, take a budget phone. Take a budget phone in India, we get a budget phone for 1,000 rupees or even 500 rupees. Correct? Now, one client will say, I want little bit of features. So you say, okay, spend 10,000. One client will say, I want more features. So we'll say, spend this much of money. Some client will say, I want premium. I want highest quality. So you say, okay, buy an iPhone. You'll get it for, the best edition for 90,000 or 92,000. The max edition we have in iPhone. So that way we can work. In the same way, in hosting also, the hosting is divided based on how much space you want, how much data you want on the server. Based on that, we are having hosting plan. So here, the hosting plan, again see, the hosting plan must be selected based on operating system, either Linux or either Windows. And also some hosting companies will give you uptime guarantee. They will say, our server will never get down. They will give you 99.99% of guarantee because they will have very super fast mainframe data centers. So that will be very high powerful. They will never go down. And speed of the server should be very good whenever you are purchasing any hosting server. So what are the hosting packages for us? Now I will tell you a question. I'll ask you a question. See, my requirement, simple requirement. See, I have a website with 5 pages. Can we have a website with 5 pages? You say, yes, sir, absolutely no problem. Correct? So, I have a website with just 5 pages, simple website, not too complicated, basic website. Now, my question is, if I ask you, pay 20,000 per month to manage this website, the client will say, what? 20,000 to manage this website. So, I'll say, I don't want a website. Because, see, he is creating a website not for a show off, not for something. He just wants to show information. And if you tell them 20,000 per month, he will just run away from your website. Am I correct? So, that means to say, in the same way, because see, in every option you have different categories. Example, I'll tell you a very good example of hosting so you will understand. You know, the amount of requirement you have, according to that, you will take the hosting, correct? So, assume that you went to one new city and you just wanted to stay there for 1 day. So, what you do is simply you go to the nearby hotel and assume that your budget is economy. So, what you do is you'll see a good economical hotel, which is nice facilities. And you will just stay there 1 night and you will leave off. That's it. Your job is done. You're not too high-fi. You're not spending a lot of money in that. Yes. But assume that you're going for a family holiday. Now you can't take one room. You have to take a big suite. Correct? So depending on what level you want, what type of website you have, according to that also, we are having web hosting server. So the basic level of web hosting, there are 4 levels of web hosting. So the first level of web hosting, I'll give you with example. The first level of web hosting is called as shared hosting. Now, what is shared hosting means? On a single server, okay, many websites are launched, many websites are available, and this is suitable for very simple, like 5-page website, 10-page website, something like that. So, which means in the shared hosting, what the hosting company will do is, on one single server, they will break the server into virtual servers. They will break it into what? Virtual pieces. And then each piece they will give to you, they will give to other person, they will give to other person. This is same like you go for an hostel. In India, hostel is very famous. So if you are going to another place for learning or something, so what students will do is they won't waste a lot of money. So they will just join a hostel because hostel is a shared basis. So this shared hosting is nothing but where the cost of the site can be just 500 rupees per year. It's expensive. Generally, we spend thousands of rupees a month just for, personal expenses, right? So 500 per year is very cheap, right? So this is shared hosting, which means you are really not spending anything, just few dollars, okay, that's it. And your website is up and your website is running. But only problem with this account is you cannot have thousands of visitors to the website. If you get thousands of visitors, immediately your server will block your account and they will tell you that, see, we given you this account to just make minimum usage, but you are getting thousands of visitors. We cannot give you so much of traffic. So please upgrade to the next edition of our server, which is called as virtual private server. Now, what is virtual private server? Means this is the difference. See, in one server, they were giving thousands of accounts, but in virtual private server, on one server, they will give only 5 accounts, only 7 accounts, only 8 accounts. Which means, see, imagine, let's take we are having an 100 SFT, suppose this is not 100, okay. We are having, let's say, 200 SFT room is there. If I tell you, this room has to be shared between 20 people. You say 20 people has to share a 100 SFT room, then you will say, okay, we have to put a bed on a bed, bed on a bed, you have to attach these beds up and down like a big story building. That's what happened in hostel. So it will be cheap, right? But if I tell you, in a big hall, in a big room, there are only 4 people who has to live. It's very comfortable, it's very private and privacy will be there. But the question is, they have to pay more or less? It will be more. And how much more it is for a shared hosting, you will pay somewhere around 500 per year. But for virtual private server, you have to pay, as per Indian rupees, 1600, 1500 to 1600 per month. You have to pay for one single website. Did you got a difference here? Okay, you may say, sir, who should use shared and who should use private? Means remember, if your website is getting 1,000, 2,000 visitors, or even I can say 5,000 visitors, even 5,000, some case, not 5,000, see 1,000, 2,000 visitors per day if you are getting, I can tell you up to that level you can use shared hosting. But once you cross 2,000 visitors a day, then immediately the server will block your access and they will say, please go to the next level, and they will ask you to, they will force you to go to the virtual private server. So for example, I'll just show you all of this. I'll show you where it is there and how we book that. Okay. So is it clear everyone with these 2 topics till now? Okay, perfect. So now let's see the next type of hosting. So shared hosting means sharing, mutual sharing between ourselves, between multiple friends, and virtual private server means sharing is there, but very limited sharing is there. So that will make our effort and our work more and more better. Now, one question Mahesh is asking, I'll give you the answer, Mahesh. The next slide is the answer for your question. Okay. Now see, let's go to the next level. So there is the next level. Then we have a dedicated server. So what is a dedicated server? Means, you know, on a big mainframe. Mainframe is a very big, tall computer. On that we will have a one rack, which is called a server. So single website is hosted on one server. Very powerful and used by big portals and heavy traffic websites. And remember, expensive and cost depends on configuration. Starts at 5,000 per month. And I'm just giving you the minimum cost. 5,000 per month is the minimum cost. You may say, sir, when do I require dedicated server? Can you give a hint? Yes, absolutely. Per day, you are getting somewhere around 20,000 visitors. Per day, 20,000 visitors. Then immediately your VPS will also get blocked and you have to move to the dedicated server. You know why? Because 20,000 visitors a day is a very big traffic. So a VPS cannot handle it. So immediately you have to go with what? Dedicated server, where you will choose the price based on what, how much RAM you want, how much hard disk you want. There will be a lot of conditions. So you will be surprised. So 5,000, I'm telling you minimum cost. It can go up to 30,000 per month also, depending on how much powerful server you want. Based on that, the cost will increase. That's called as a dedicated server. Now, the last of all is data center. Now, the websites like Facebook, the website like Flipkart in India, Paytm, Just Dial, you know, these are all big portals. They get lakhs of visitors a day. These guys operate on a data center. And what is the data center? Is multiple servers are used for one single site, and these are used by large, very large website with millions of visits a day, and it's extremely expensive. It will grow in crores of rupees. For example, I read one long back. I read one balance sheet of Naukri.com. Just their expenses and income sheet. So there I saw that they are spending somewhere like 1.3 crore. Okay, at 3 months. The cost of data center was 1.3 crore for the maintenance, which is They will have the space, rent and server space, maintenance, staff and all. 1.3 crores they were spending only on the data center option. Got a point? So that's the data center, which is the last level of our hosting. So I'll give you an example. Remember, see, if this is a server, I'll just give you an example. See, first I'll show you a data center so you'll understand what I'm talking about. So if I go with images, you will understand it more better. See here. Okay, this is the Google data center. And Google like this have hundreds of data centers. That's the special thing about Google. See here. This is the that's exactly the data center of Google, where there will be some hundreds and hundreds of mainframes computers connected together to make your access so fast. That's a superb, very superb data center. Now what is hosting is. See here, I'll give you an example of this one. What is the dedicated hosting means? Okay, see here. 1 second. I'll take one computer. That would be enough. Okay, let's take this is the data center. Okay. Now, can you see there are? Okay, let's let it get open. Yeah. Now, assume that any picture. Okay. See, when you have a look at this entire thing is called as a mainframe. Okay. So when you connect all of this, like the grid, this is the data center. Now you see there is a rack here. There is some gaps here. Each of this slot, those are servers actually. Those are individual servers. So on one data center, there can be 10, there can be 20, there can be 30, there can be any number of server racks will be available. Got my point? So that's a logic. So here the data center is nothing but the last level of our registration. And generally GoDaddy and BigRock, they don't give data center, that they don't provide that. Okay. Now let's see a simple example of how this stuff will work and how the pricing will work for different services. So let's take GoDaddy. So go to hosting. Fine. So this is the first one. Web hosting answer. This is the basic level. Basic level. Okay. Now, which is very cheap. Okay, if you take it in US dollars, so start at $4.99 per month. So cheap. Now see, it's max going to very low value. Remember all of this okay, one good question has been asked by one student. He's asked, servers are in remote location or should we have it in our premises? See, basically, okay, here see if the company is like a very big shot company, like if it is Paytm, if it is Flipkart, if it is Amazon, they will have all of this service on their premises and they will have their own employees maintaining this servers. Okay, but generally if you are starting a normal website, but you don't have that much of manpower to maintain and all that, your your dedicated server will be in somewhere in a other location. It can be in any place. It can be in an IT hub or somewhere. So that company will give you access to your server. So it is something like what we say, remote access you will get to the dedicated servers. If you're a small, but if you're big like big companies, then you will have your own data center security. There will be because if big companies are giving all their data centers to someone else, then they can leak the data. So that way it will work out. You clear? Right. So, okay, now see if you want to take a package from just normal hosting, this other package is so cheap. Now, if you say, sir, I don't want this, I want to go beyond this. So here, they have another. Now see, they have even cloud server. This is a new concept of cloud computing has come up in the market. So even that's a new service offered by most of the hosting companies called as cloud servers, where they will have more power and more secure and more faster than VPS, virtual private servers. Then we have dedicated servers. See, beyond this, GoDaddy won't offer. Okay. Now see here. Then 1 GB RAM if you want to take, it's $24.99 per month. 2 GB RAM, 3 GB RAM with hard disk, everything. You see that? Hard disk storage and all that stuff they are giving you. So based on this, you can able to pay a different price for this services. Next, go to Go dedicated. No, Shiva, we cannot give you the option of audio. The reason behind that is the session is recorded. Okay. So what happens is basically if I give an audio to each student, generally what happens, there will be a big mismatch and communication gap will form while going with the session. Okay, so you can just type in a very simple way, whatever the question you get in, type in as simple way as possible. I will read out the question. Then I will answer it back to the everyone so that everyone can even know what's the question has been asked. Right. Fine. So this is a option we will work with. So this is a GoDaddy. This is more powerful and more expensive. These are dedicated plans for Linux as well as for Windows separate. So now if you see, this is a 30 GB plan, 32 GB plan with 2 TB of hard disk and 20 terabytes of data transfer, which is $209 per month. Very expensive. Like this. So this way we have some amazing features and amazing advancements will be there, which will be used by the different options. You see that options here? So this way we can able to work with the server. And remember, for data center, you need to build up something of your own, and you have to directly contact the existing big company. So they will give you a rack, a server rack or something. That's more expensive. Now if you see something like data center provider, that's more expensive services. It will cost you a lot of money. Now here you see data center Europe, the biggest DC in Warsaw. So someone from Europe is providing that. Next is IBM Cloud Infrastructure. Then data center services Siemens. You see, these are big companies will provide it. Very big companies will provide you these services. Got the idea? And it will be very expensive, very expensive, and very it's only done by big corporate companies. The small companies can't even think about that. So this is the concept of our hosting services. I hope everyone followed the concepts very clearly, that from where what is the domain and what is a hosting service, and also from where we buy same GoDaddy, BigRock, and all that stuff we can buy the domain name. So now let's wait a minute and ask here, just a point here, like, can you do any business in domain and hosting industry? Do I have any opportunity to make money in the field of domain and hosting? The answer is yes. You have a lot of opportunities. See, it's all about retailing. Okay, so you can't be like GoDaddy now. It's one of the biggest, but then they started very small. Okay, but now they are the biggest in the world. So they are making a huge, it's $1 million company. But the thing is, if you want to get started and you want to do something great, something good for yourself and make money with this industry, then what I can tell you is there is a simple business strategy you can follow. What is the business strategy I can tell you is, see, first you start your own website, okay? One website, and what you do in this website is you become a domain registration. You will take domain registrations initially, and you will do web hostings. Now you say, sir, we don't have servers, and I don't have right to do registration. So how can I do that? So don't worry about it. As I told you, every company will offer reselling packages. They will offer what? Reselling packages. For example, you take BigRock, okay? Now under hosting, you see there is an option called as resellers, okay? So what's the use of this reseller packages is you can able to already buy the hosting package in bulk. Then you can break it into pieces. You can break it into pieces. Now see here, these are all the, so we have 20 GB space and 20 websites. That means each client. Okay, now see, let's go with 1 year. I'll just tell you the maths behind it. What's the calculations we get? So if I get 599 per month into 12 months, so I'm getting the package for 7,188. This package per year, that is 20 sites. I can do a hosting for what? 7188. Keep this number with you. 7188. Generally, you remember 20 website, 20 GB. So I can divide it by 1. So it's get 1 GB per website. Okay. For your information, 1 GB package we can give to our individual clients, and we'll say, sir, minimum I have only 1 GB. I can't give you less than that. So clients say, okay, no problem. In the future, it will be helpful for me. So I got 20 clients into, right? So minimum I can charge for 1 GB in India. We can charge somewhere around 1,000 rupees, and I've seen some companies they charge even 3,000 rupees also just for 1 GB. So imagine that I'm charging just 1,000 rupees for one client. So I'm making a profit of a revenue of 20,000 minus 7,188, which is equivalent to 12,812. That's like more than double. You can make your, but it takes time. See, remember, this business is not instant. It's not like immediately you make the money. No, it takes time. It will, it takes certain amount of time. So then you will have, if you get 100 clients, I can tell you, if you get 100 clients, imagine from one client, if I'm able to make at least, say, somewhere around 1,000 rupees. So if I get 100 clients, so yearly income will be just 1 lakh rupees. Just with what? Doing nothing, because you just need to take a reseller, you resell them. Support and all that, that will be provided mainly by the company from where we are buying the hosting package. If you get any issue, you directly contact them. That way, we can do this business of reselling. Okay, got a point here? And once you grow and you become big, then you can launch your own hosting company also, but in that you have to do a lot of investment. That's a different story altogether. So this way, we can get started ourselves in the field of, the domain and registration industry with the help of this option. And if you ask, sir, can we become like GoDaddy? The answer is yes. You can become like GoDaddy. GoDaddy is called as a registrar. Okay, they are registrars. Plus, they are web hosting. They have web hosting data centers. See, data centers is very, very expensive. You can't really go with that as of now. So registrars, you can become a direct registration company by paying a fixed amount of deposit. Somewhere around 2 lakh rupees you have to invest to get the registration rights from the international organization. Then you can also take bookings like GoDaddy, but it's very competitive industry. So you have to be very careful before you invest money in the registrar. But reselling, you can definitely do it yourself as per your choice and as per your requirement. So this is a concept of your domain and hosting business and how this industry will work in a practical point of view in a real-time scenario. Okay? Right. Now, any questions you have, please ask your questions so I can clarify your doubts. And also, I will explain you how the videos are given to you, what's the process and what's the procedure. Okay, now, let me give you the information. Let's see. First of all, this video is recorded, right? So I need to do a conversion of this video into a format like WMV format, which is playable in any Windows device. So this video is actually uploaded on our YouTube server, which is the private access we have. So on YouTube, we upload it on a private access. Then that video will be sent to you, which you can watch only when you are logged in into YouTube. If you use, if you say, sir, I don't have a Gmail account, so you have to create a Gmail account and give us, because we give a private access to only students, so that once we finish up the class, you will have the access to the videos, and these videos are added in the form of a list like this. I'll just show you an example of how these videos will be. They will not be sent by email. Your daily class link is sent by email, but you see here, the example how the videos are given is, this is an old batch already completed, finished up. So this batch will have, like this. So search engine video list. So date, session number, time, topic, video link. Like this, every day you can just click and you can able to listen to the class of that particular option. So like this, we will have a sharing option. But you will get all of this stuff once you confirm you are joining. So I'm not sure how many of you have confirmed you're joining from the admin. So our admin will call you tomorrow because some of you have said you want to first listen the class. That you have a right to listen the class. So if you like the class, so you can confirm the administrator tomorrow that whether you are joining or you require some more time or what. And then once we get the confirmation, then we start sharing the videos to the individual students. And who got registered immediately, who got registered and make the the payment to the back account which is provided to you, then those students will immediately get the access to the videos as well. Okay. Even presentation is one second. Okay, see, we do not have any morning classes for online because morning I take in classroom session. I have morning classroom sessions, so only evening sessions are available for your online. Online is only available in evening. Fine. If you see, if you have a conflict of timing and all that, then also you can see, take the course and you can regularly, watch the videos, because I will be available for your guidelines and any option that will really easily able to, get into any problem or trouble. We can go with the option. See, morning timing is at classroom, which is at Panjagutta, that is in Hyderabad, Panjagutta. It will be at morning 8 o'clock. We have a batch. 9:15 we have a batch, and presently right now a new batch is there at 10:30. So if you want to go with classroom, 10:30 a.m. and if you want to go with online new batch, which we have started today, this will be at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. 1 hour per day. Okay, if you miss any classes, don't worry at all. See here, I just shown you a list, right? So how this will work for you is, this is very simple. You will have access to the entire classes. The moment, even if you attend the class or not, you will get the link in the Excel sheet like this. Exactly, you will get the link. You just open that link and you will watch the link. You'll get the exact subject. So that is also amazing thing. Even if you miss 2-3 classes, that's not a big problem. Okay, if you have any doubt regarding the classes, you can directly contact me by email or by WhatsApp. I'll give you the option. Yes, today is the first class. Actually, we have taken the introduction demo. We have already taken an introduction demo, I think last week. Some of the students have attended. So today I have conducted the first class of our digital marketing. First class. So you can listen this as your demonstration. Demo in the sense you want to just see how is the teaching. But this is a class 1, and even you will have a video to the introduction class also. Don't worry about that. You will have that also. Yes. So you will have a demo of introduction, plus you will also, this is the first class we are starting. I'm using this HP headset. Are you getting any resound problem or something? Okay. See, actually, I think I need to do one thing. I have a laptop which has a single connector, the mic connector. Okay, I'll try to, I'll do one thing. I'll just convert it into a 1 point headset, because nowadays laptops only has 1 point. I'm having a 2.1, so I'll just convert it, and we'll see mostly next session only. I have that in my office as well. Which Vijeta Special is asking, what would be okay? I would like to know the takeaways from this course. See, Vijeta, first thing, the takeaway from the course is, first thing, you will be well equipped with digital marketing. Okay, after the course, you will be ready for a job. You can able to do an online earning using AdSense, using affiliate marketing. You can start your career as a freelancer, which is in terms of, if your goal is to be a marketer, digital marketer, if your goal is that, you can be able to start, doing the work as soon as you finish up the course. Got my point? Yes. One more thing is, okay. So you own a company. Then what's a great thing for you is, you can able to expand your company business with digital marketing. Now, if your company is, I'm not sure about what's your company business is, but With the help of digital marketing, you can able to expand it. See, right now you are doing marketing. So are you using traditional marketing or digital marketing? I'm speaking with Vijeta. Okay, quality consulting. Great. So you're doing offline marketing or online marketing right now? Okay, just few posts. So it's okay. So now you know how can you improve your business of the services is you can able to work out. Okay, you can able to work out with all the search engines. You can able to work out with PPC, and I can give you an clear cut picture and a strategy where how to make your website change according to the new rules and regulations, and then you can work in that particular order. Six Sigma is a very big segment in online. Lot of companies are competing for this domain. So we have really a potential for that. A lot of people even in fact search online only for Six Sigma mostly. So we can give see for you, you can expand your business with the help of digital marketing. Okay, Kishore? And all of the things which you require, SEO, PPC, we have social media, we have email marketing. So all the strategies you will learn. And then you can expand. Okay, one question from Tamir is, for example, I own a birthday party organization. In the end, I will be able to open a site and do SEO and AdWords and social media. Absolutely. That is what the course is about. See, my way of teaching is totally practical oriented. In fact, it's something where whatever we study in the class, there is no, unnecessary things I don't cover because I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste your time. So once you learn any subject, you will be implementing that on your project for sure. And you will be able to do exactly a professional marketing. It's not just like a newbie. It will not look like, see, I don't know what to do and how to do it. So you will be in a position, if you listen everything in a perfect way, then you can definitely able to do it on your own as well. Okay. See, to best work out when we go with few sessions from now, you will see that how practical oriented, because this is an introduction, but still I've tried to be a practical because I shown you some sites and show you what to do and how to do it. But next time when we go with websites and all that, when we start WordPress, it will be a practical live session on how to make a website. So you will see, okay, perfect. So this way you have to build up your website as well. This is the things which you will discuss. Fine. So see, I'll just give you my details. Yes, absolutely. You can even you can redesign your website also with the WordPress help, Kishore. With the help of WordPress. See, let me start the concept of WordPress. That's tomorrow we'll discuss about types of website. You'll be surprised. Without spending money, without spending anything, just with some basic knowledge, you are able to do a website yourself. That's the power of WordPress. Okay, so if suppose still you have any questions, because I have got another session now. Yes, everyone you will see. Once you confirm the joining, most probably tomorrow admin will call you. Once you confirm the joining, all the video, that is introduction video, today's video, the notes, everything will be given you in a professional access option will be provided. Okay, so once we confirm the joining from your end, yes, WordPress is a free software. We also provide soft copy material as well, Atish. Don't worry about it. I'll give you an example. See here, this is a batch of our previous class. This is actually the live. I'm just showing you a live option of our previous batch. So we will provide you the presentation material. Okay, we'll provide you some soft copy books. Okay, see here, we have SEO topics. These are all the different options. Now you have an ebook for WordPress. So whatever are required for you to do the reference, to do the work, that will be provided to you after the class or into your Google Drive folder. From there you will access the data. Okay, so if anyone wants to speak with me, I'll give you my WhatsApp number. Please don't message me now because after the session I will be having another session. So tomorrow we can have a discussion maybe after 11:30. Okay. And I'm also giving my email address. So in case you just mail me, whenever I'm free from the session, I can able to respond back immediately. Okay, and yeah, can you tell about the certificate? Like certificate of our institute you want, or the certification value of AdWords you are asking? AdWords, see, it's a certification value of AdWords is really everywhere in the world. It's authentic. Now, coming back to the institute certificate, see, I'm not either a college or we are not either what we say a university. Fine. Our certificate value will be like you have learned from a professional mentor. You have learned from a technical person. You have learned. So that will provide, because see, if you go to a company, they will check your certificate and they'll type our website and they will see the content and they will find out that whether this content is really worth for a digital marketer or not. So that type of value you will get with our training. Okay. But mostly more than the certificate value, you will have the subject value. Okay. Now this is very simple, Mahesh. Okay. The AdWords actually consist of totally 6 certification exams. Fine. I know which institute you're talking about, Mahesh. So the AdWords have 6 exams and one is analytics exam is there. So the thing is, whatever we are going to study in the course, it covers all the topics together. Okay, we have mobile marketing, that's a certification. We have video marketing, but you need to allocate little bit of extra time. That's it. Got my point? So here, AdWords itself has 6 certifications and one is analytics. That's also a topic we will cover. So plus one more certification is there, Bing certification. That's again 8. So after the course, you have an option to do 8 free certifications. Subject I'm going to cover, but writing the exam will be the job of the student. So this providing certificates is not something from the institute point of view. Subject we will give you, guides we will provide you, everything will provide you. That you have to study and write the examination. Got my point, Mahesh? And that's, subject wise, you will get everything out of that 7, more than that. Okay, 8 certificates you can write after the exam. They are not too tough, they are simple exams. No extra payment for anything. Whatever the course fee we are charging you, it includes everything. Cost of exam is free. No cost of AdWords. Okay, so our course doesn't have any hidden cost, any hidden stuff, nothing. If you want any support after the course, also we'll give you the basic support. Not if you ask me like do the entire project, that I may not give you. Do for you. But if you have any doubts or problem, even after the course, I'm ready to help you in the after the course as well. Okay. See, for better understanding of what we are, I'll suggest you one thing. Please go with. Yes, if you are from Hyderabad, I can even give you placement assistant as well. Anyone from Hyderabad, I can help you out with placement assistant. But if you're from other places, because see, we get more companies from Hyderabad, sometimes from Chennai, sometimes from Bangalore, we get calls, but 100% we cannot give. MNCs, yes. See, we can give you, the complete strategy for how to apply for Accenture, how to apply for Capgemini. There are few MNCs. We can help you out with that. Okay, so you can just go through our Facebook page and go through the reviews of our past students. So you get a few answers for whatever the questions you have. HCL, TC also have. See, they are having some openings in AdWords, and every now and then they will have the openings. But every time they don't have the openings. But remember, in big companies you get a good salary, but you won't learn anything in terms of experience. I know I have few students who left Google. Okay, even just recently, 1 month back, I got one student from Google. Okay, Mahesh, right. As a developer, yeah. See, the problem with these companies is what? They if you are joining them in digital marketing, they will actually block you in a very specific point. It's if you go from a startup point of view, that would be a great thing. No, we do not have. See, we do not have any links with any MNC companies. Okay, we will give you the guidelines of how to approach those companies, how to make your resume, how to build up that option. Because see, I'm not really speaking. I'm a trainer, not a placement consultant. So I don't have any sort of links with any company. But I'll give you the pathway, the guideline for you how to get a job in a good company. Okay. Right. So I have to stop a session now because I have another session now going to be started next 10 minutes. So I need a rest of at least 10 minutes. The point is, I'll tell you, this course is not only for the job point of view. Okay. You will have many different opportunities which I will explain to you. As we move on, I'll tell you what are the things we can help. And see, your past experience, if it is with marketing, it will help you a lot. Any marketing, it will be very helpful for you to get a better job if you are looking for a job. Okay, but other field you are in development field means that may not be that much valuable. They may not be that much useful. Okay. Uh, IT means it's not helpful, Mahesh. It's not that much helpful. Okay.